Now that we are done with the introduction, let us start off with the first chapter, Airplane's Axis. Airplane's axis. The center of gravity is the point through which the weight of the complete airplane effectively acts, is denoted by CG. The x, y, z are the orthogonal axes relative to the airplane. The x-axis is along the fuselage, the y-axis is along the wingspan perpendicular to the x-axis, and the z-axis is directed downwards perpendicular to the xy plane. The origin is at the center of gravity. The translation motion of the airplane is given by the velocity component u, v and w along the x, y and z direction respectively. The rotational motion is given by the angular velocity components e, q and r about the x, y, z axis respectively. These rotational velocities are due to the moments L', m and n about the x, y and z axis respectively. Rotational moment about the x-axis is called roll. L' and p are the rolling moment and velocities. Rotational motion about the y-axis is called pitch. M and q are the pitching moment and velocities. Rotational motion about the z-axis is called yaw. N and r are the yawing moment and velocity respectively. We have a right-hand thumb rule for rotational axis. The right finger curled in the direction of rotation and the right thumb pointing in positive direction of axis. The length gives the speed of rotation and the direction of axis gives the direction of rotation. Reversing the direction of one axis reverses the direction of rotation. Let us see how right-hand thumb rule is linked to the pitch, yaw and roll of the aircraft. The right-hand thumb rule for pitching. Pitching about the y-axis is also called longitudinal motion. The elevator controls pitch, hence they are known as longitudinal control. As we can see in y direction, when we point the thumb towards the y direction, the four fingers are curled, which eventually says that when the aircraft is acting on y-axis, the pitching up and down takes place. Now, right-hand thumb rule for roll. Rolling is called as lateral motion. The ailerons control the roll, hence they are known as lateral control. So here we have thumb is pointing towards the x-axis and the four fingers are rolled in the other direction, which says when the aircraft is going towards or acting on the x-axis, when the control is on x-axis, there is a rolling moment which takes place. Finally, we have right-hand thumb rule for yaw. Yawing is about the z-axis, is also called as directional motion. The rudder controls yaws, hence it is known as a directional control. Here we can see that the thumb is pointing towards the z-axis and the four fingers in the direction says that there's a yawing motion which takes place on the z-axis. So basically, there are three basic controls on an aeroplane, the aileron, elevator and rudder, which are designed to change and control the moments about the x, y and z axis. I hope you have got a basic idea about the airplane axis. Let us move on to the types of stability in our next session. Thank you.